Hello, Nintendo Wii here. I'm here in Akihabara. Welcome to the Gamer's Guide to Akihabara. Let's go shopping. So, first up on the list, I think we'll go and check out Trader. That's one of the best shops I've found so far.
So the first shop we have here is called Trader. There's actually 3 different traders in Akihabara. The one you want to go to is the first one and go up to the second floor. That's where all the retro games are. They had loads of retro systems to choose from. They had loads of N64 and Super Famicom games, and a whole load of Sega Saturn and Dreamcast too. Although I wasn't actually looking for Saturn and Dreamcast games this time. But if you do want to look for Saturn games, this is definitely the place to come. Also, in that shop they have tons of PC Engine games at really good prices. From this shop I picked up the Famicom Game Boy Micro, which I was super excited to find. Yes, I got a bit carried away. And of course, just like all the other shops in this video, they had a cabinet full of super expensive games that no one will ever be able to afford. Still didn't stop me from looking at them for ages though.
Nicky?
Yeah.
Are you going shopping today?
No. So just behind me here you can see this shop called Retro Camp, and there's another one on the other side of the road. These are probably the most expensive shops that I've found, but they do have some really cool games inside, so this is actually the 4th time I've been in here now, but let's go and take a look, see if I can pick anything up. And just a little bit sun damaged too. Yeah, charging ridiculous prices for Mother and Level 3. But they do have all of the Mega Man games for the GBA, which is really cool to see.
The second shop here is called Retro Game Camp. This one's a bit on the pricey side, but they have some really cool stuff inside, and a load of cool things in the display at the front of the shop. The vast majority of this shop is taken up with Super Famicom games, complete in box, which is really good if you're after one. This is the place to look. And they also have a lot of loose Famicom games, and right at the back of the shop, there used to be a lot more last time I went, but this time they only seem to have a few. But you can pick up some loose Hue cards for the PC Engine for fairly cheap. And just like the last shop, this one has a cabinet in the back full of super expensive games.
So this is where all the games I really want are, but I doubt I'll be able to afford any of them. There's Castlevania. Not sure if you can see. 28,000 yen. That's about £200.
And if you're into cosplay, you can go upstairs here and buy some wigs and costumes and that sort of thing too. So all in all, although it's a bit expensive, it is a pretty cool shop and it's definitely worth going to have a look in.
Looks like
Rock
Mega
Man
Man.
Dash, it's Mega Man Legends, and Mega Man 64.
Is that Pikachu?
That's Hey You Pikachu.
Yeah.
If you shout Sony at him, he gets mad.
That Pikachu?
Yeah, if you shout Sony at Pikachu.
Look, it's a different box completely.
Yeah.
Makes it
that's
actually
nice.
look like not
Look
yarn.
like how it's meant to look.
But it looks like
Stitched together. Oh, Sega Saturns are heavy. I was thinking of bringing one back.
Well, I got the extra suitcase just for this.
PC Engine shuttle, that one's a weird one. Look, it's shaped like a spaceship. Where's the original PC Engine? But I'm after the PC Engine Duo, the one that joins them together. The normal one in the case.
CD-ROM.
That's the one I was looking for, but oh my god, that's expensive.
Or you might be able to find somewhere cheaper. What do you think?
Hard off.
Hard off. Book off.
Book off.
Book off.
Hobby off.
Last time I was there I picked up the Superboy, the portable SNES machine, which is really good. And I think just opened recently, within the past year or so. There's another retro game camp on the other side of the street. I didn't enjoy quite as much. They didn't seem to specialise in anything unlike the first one. The third shop here is called Super Potato, definitely the most famous game shop in all of Japan. It's very expensive, but it's so much fun just to walk around and see all of the decorations, all of the consoles out. There's music everywhere, there's lights everywhere. Every single inch of the shop is filled with retro games. It's like heaven for me, honestly. There's so much to look at. I mean, if there was a game you wanted, you could find it here. The prices are a bit expensive, and actually, if you're looking at Super Potato, it's probably better to go to Osaka because there's actually 3 there, and they're all really good.
Let's follow Nick. What?
Pokemon.
Okay, let's follow. Nick knows his way. Ooh. I love it.
Getting distracted.
Sorry.
I haven't got PC Engine yet, so I can't play them.
Huh?
To be careful, I can say some ridiculously hard games.
Oh.
I picked up this NES one when I was here last time.
And it was too hard.
PlayStation Mega Man 8, I want to get that. I could get that for the PlayStation because it is region free.
Okay, then get it. And then there's a pause.
In that case,
should I? Oh.
I didn't know that was an option.
Well, why say it, then not go with it?
I didn't think what it was.
Oh, it's Hey You Pikachu. Oh, is that me? Pikachu!
That's the sound on the video.
Is it? Oh, probably.
The Japanese exclusive. It was meant to be coming out here, but it never did. One of the Atelier games, like.
Oh, yeah. You can get it if you want.
Yeah, I gotta get someone to come and cut it off. Brand new.
Brand new?
Yeah.
4.9. How much is that?
£400.
50,000.
And once again, in another shop, here's all the games that I want, but will never be able to afford. For example, Magical Chase. Or Koryu. It doesn't look like they have Castlevania in here. They do have Raiden at the top, which I actually saw in the other shop for 6,000, and that's for 9,000. So wow. I might go back and pick that one up later in the week, because I do really want to. Here's another PC Engine Duo RX, which I picked up from Hard Off for 37. This is 42 here. They do actually have a Neo Geo as well. I don't think you're going to see anything for 19,800. The second floor is all about slightly more modern games, as well as loads of soundtracks too. And also on the top floor of this shop there's also an arcade which I enjoyed playing. I actually got to play the arcade version of Dodon Patch, which is a game I really love, so that was really cool to see. So definitely recommend you go and take a look at Super Potato. And take a look on YouTube, there's loads of videos about it out there. And I also found one that I didn't know about in a place called Ikebukuro as well. So if you're ever around that area, definitely go and track it down. It's a bit smaller than this one, but it's still a really good shop. So that was Super Potato. I think you'll agree it's a pretty amazing shop. And just up here behind me is where we're going to go next. This is called Mandarake, or Mandrake, I'm not sure. But we have to go quite high up, so I'm going to go up in the lift for this one, to floor 6, I think. This one's definitely my favourite of all the game shops I've been in so far, for choice alone. And oh my god, they're playing Carnet music. This shop was by far my favourite one for looking around in. This one's called Mandarake. They have so much choice. They have just rows and rows of Famicom, Super Famicom, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. They have a big section for Mega Drive, which is kind of rare to find actually. And they have so many rare games in the cabinets at the back, it's just a joy to look through them all. And last time I was here as well, I remember them having a 64DD system. Loads of rare consoles, loads of rare accessories as well. Really cool shop. Definitely one of my favourites in Akihabara. As you can see here, just tons of Super Famicom games. 3. Super Donkey Kong 3. And it's different because on ours the picture's that way round, but Japan's is that way round, so they cut a lot off the sides.
Why would they do that?
Because it has to go upright.
That's not what you want.
What do I want? Some red hamsters.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Hamtaro.
Looks like Puyo Pop. What?
We kind of found this place by accident. This is actually a hobby off that was in Akihabara I didn't know existed actually. It's on the other side of the street to most of the shops. It's opposite Yodobashi Akiba, and you have to go downstairs into the basement and turn right when you get down there. Follow a whole line of glass cabinets, and inside you'll find not many games, but there was a few Super Famicom, Game Boy Advance games. I picked up some really good puzzle games for the Super Famicom actually. Tetris Flash, which I'd never heard about before. It's more like Dr. Mario. But I'll show you that in the pickups video later. And also another Puyo Pop game, because you can never get too much Puyo Pop.
So we're actually right at the top of the Akihabara street now. But if you go across the street on the other side, there's another game shop that's tucked away over here above a restaurant called Friends, which is actually a really good shop, and they have some great prices and some great games in there. So that's the entrance there. You go up two sets of stairs to that building there that says Retro Game. So if you can't read katakana, you'd probably miss this one very easily.
And last but not least, we have Friends, which is a really nice little game shop that's kind of hidden away. I really like the atmosphere in this place. Run by a really nice old lady that tried her best to speak English to me when I was trying to ask her whether one of the games had a box or not. It's a really nice shop to look around in. They had the best prices on PC Engine games in the whole of Akihabara from what I could see. And I picked up Raiden for the PC Engine, which is one of my absolute favourite games that I picked up during my trip. Once again, it doesn't really specialise in anything in particular. So I didn't actually realise the first time I went in this shop, but it does actually have a second floor. And if you go upstairs, you'll find some of the newer games. So you'll see PlayStation 1, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast, a few PS2 games, but the majority of the upstairs is game soundtracks. If you want to find a game soundtrack, they have like everything you could think of.
So I was just about to tell you how good that game shop is, and I just saw a whole load of people drive past on Mario Karts. I could have spent a hell of a lot more money on there, but I only picked up 2 games. Still about 50 quid though, so not good. I could have spent a whole lot more there. There was a load of games I was after in there.
Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this look at Akihabara and some of the amazing game shops. I can't wait to go back there again in the future. Don't forget to comment and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and soon I'll be uploading the games I got recently Japan special, so please look forward to that. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in another video soon. Goodbye.